Hello. In this video, I want to talk to you about a money mindset, specifically the fact that it doesn't really matter how much money you earn, but the amount that you keep that will matter. So what do I mean by this? Well, we all earn varying degrees of money, and the average earnings in the UK is about £28,000 at this present moment in time. And then it goes on from there. There are obviously people that earn less than this. Now, the thing is that you can be very, very rich in income, but still be very, very poor. So one of my relatives said something very interesting that, I keep meeting people that are on six figures, yet they don't have any money in the bank. And that's so true for so many of us, because what actually happens is that our expenditure is out of control. So, and then especially, in Western countries, there's lots and lots of things to buy. So, you're encouraged to start from a small car and build up, and you're encouraged to start from a small starter home and to build up and buy bigger and bigger and bigger. But of course, whilst that's absolutely fantastic and it's progress and we think that we're improving our lives, which we are, it also costs money. And so as our income goes up, our expenditure goes up. So there's no real difference in terms of the amount of money that we actually keep. And it's only by keeping money that we can do other things outside of just going to work every day. Now, going to work means either you work for somebody else or you have a business. So people talk about, is the business running you or are you running the business? So, the thing is that if you do not have a sufficient gap in between your outgoings and your income, you're always going to be, hand to mouth, living paycheck to paycheck, all of those terms that come up. So how do you actually do that? Well, you need to have a look at what you're spending your money on. Where does it actually go? So open up that bank statement and open up those credit cards and drill down into where you're spending your money. So that's one of the ways of looking at the end of the month, thinking, where does my money go? So the other thing is, obviously, you can note down on your phone or a piece of paper what it is that you spend your money on, or do what I do. I do have all of my expenditure on a monthly basis on one credit card. And when that statement comes, I tick off and have a look and look at where my money's spent. And then before the due date is, I clear that balance. And that gives me a real good old audit of where my money is being spent, whether it's a cup of coffee or something much larger that I need to spend. So you need to get a hold of where your money's going. So within that, you need to carry out an audit of the things that you still need. And, do you need that gym membership that you're no longer using? 90% of people never turn up to a gym and yet continue to pay for memberships. Billions of pounds is wasted. Do you really need all those little subscriptions that you're subscribing to right now? If you need them and you get value from them, absolutely brilliant, go for them. I'm not somebody that says you need to go without anything. You should live really well, but you can live better if you get a handle on where your money's going. And the other thing is, do not be spending money that you've yet to earn. So if there's a pay rise coming, don't start spending it before it's here. If you spent it 3 months after you got it, you'd be much more comfortable because you have 3 months of surplus income that you'd actually save. So start thinking of the gap, between what comes in and what goes out. That's your little bit. So, and once you establish that there's a gap there, you can then decide what it is that you want to do. The first thing I suggest you do is start saving it into a separate account. So when you start doing that, money will build up. It'll be rainy day money. It'll be money for you to do all the things that you never get round to do, because we can't pay for all the things we want with just one paycheck. So we have to save. And if this pandemic has taught you anything, that is that things can change very, very quickly. And the government is not there to help everybody. It just cannot do that. So you need some rainy day money for a start. So you need some short-term money. If something happens in the house or to your vehicle or some medical bill arises, you can pay for that. So that's what that money's for. Then you can start saving some bigger things. Maybe you want to buy a new car, maybe you want to go on holiday, maybe you want to buy a house one day, maybe you want to get married. Whatever those priorities are, write down those goals. What is it that you want to do and when do you want to do it? So you cannot hit a target that's not there. That simply is not going to happen. So wallowing around, oh, I'll save for that one day and all the rest of it, you know what? One day never comes. So I want you to concentrate on what comes in, do a careful audit, and have a look at where your money's going. Where can you save some money? So your house insurance, car insurance. So are you paying unnecessarily to insure things? Not everything needs to be insured. Do you ring up the company a week or two before with whom your house insurance or car insurance is and ask them if they can do a better deal? Do you shop around at renewal? You know, have they got you on auto renewing? Because they know that if you auto renew, you're less likely to shop around because it just gets taken care of. So then they can put the prices to whatever they like. So I'll give you a little, for instance. So both of my vehicles are due for insurance within a couple of days of each other in December. So when the renewal was due in December, I rang up the same company. I don't really want to be shopping around different companies and comparison websites and all that kind of nonsense if I can help it. Because I want a good deal. I don't necessarily care if I save the last penny. Because remember what we said? We want to live well. So you don't want to be sitting around searching strange websites in the middle of the night. So I rang up the insurance company. I said, these two insurances due. Can you please tell me, is there anything that you can do that's better? And I think I saved about £120 on one of those car insurances. And the other one said, listen, I've had a look at it. There's nothing that I can do for that. That's going to be what it was. But you know what? What I thought, that was 5 minutes well spent, you know, 130 odd pounds, whatever it was, earned in that minute worth the phone call. So these are the kind of things that you can be doing. You know, I don't believe in penny pinching and I don't believe in doing without. That's not how a rich money mindset works. But you need to know where your money is going. So we'll cover money mindset in lots of other videos, and we've done one before. So this is a second of those that we're doing, and I'll be seeing you at some point. If you're watching this, then we have a YouTube channel which you're probably watching this on. Please like and subscribe. Really appreciate it. And then please put in the comments if you'd like some other videos and what kind of subjects I'm not covering. You know, this is for you. This content is all for you. This is in my head and I'm trying to get it down in this format so I can share it with you, right? So if there's something that you want me to do, please let me know and I'll be happy to do it. I'll see you next time. Take care.